right, here we go. Welcome to the network. The network is me creating a modern podcast version of Victor Hugo Green's Negro Motorist Green Book. Every episode is designed to help our community navigate what I like to call the funky four corners of life. That means we are here to help you physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially as you live and travel through America. I got my first father and son duo with me today. I got the OG and the slot machine. So today's guest, I got Tyrone and Semaj Pierre. Brothers, how y'all doing, man?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Man, listen, I'm excited. I just told you this a few seconds ago, man. I'm incredibly excited about having y'all here. It's my first father and son duo. So it's June. June is Black Music Month, but it's also home of one of the most important holidays known to man, and that's Father's Day. So definitely glad to have you guys here, my father and son combo. So, man, listen. First thing I want to do before we get started is I want to give you guys an opportunity to give flowers. On this podcast, we don't wait to give flowers. We like to give flowers to everybody who deserves them at the beginning of the episode. So before we get started, is there anybody you want to give flowers to?
I'm gonna go first. I would like to give flowers. I would like to give flowers to my wife. She's in the background, so like I'm the more social media type, out front, loud, you know what I'm saying? My son, kind of the athlete, the ball player, but it's the woman behind the scene that kind of helps organize things, kind of book flights, hotels, making sure we eating right and the whole nine, spiritually, financially, praying for us, just that, just kind of really behind the scene, kind of in the trenches, prayer warrior type, woman. And so I like to give her flowers.
That's dope. I love to hear that. What about you, Semaj?
I like to give my flowers to both of my parents and my grandmother.
Okay, good. All right, so listen, Tyrone Pierre, Semaj Pierre. So I'm gonna ask just a couple of background questions, man. And let the audience kind of get to know who you are just a little bit, Tyrone. So Tyrone, tell us, man, where are you from, and what school or schools are you a graduate of?
Okay, I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Born and raised, McKinley High School, Southern University. That's who I am. I'm Baton Rouge, 225 through and out. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I can go back. Like I was the original 504. They changed our area code back when it was coming up, but we were 504. A lot of people don't know that, but
a lot of people don't know that. You're right.
A lot of people don't know Baton Rouge was 504, but they changed it, and we got the new area code. But I'm McKinley, the first Black school in the state of Louisiana, was named after William McKinley, the president of William McKinley. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was somewhere the 2016 or the 26, somewhere around there, president. And I'll forgive me for not having that, because I used to be sharp on that. But I'm proud. I'm proud on McKinley High School.
Listen, when I was in Baton Rouge, I worked with some McKinley people, man. So you might have some people that you got to answer to for not being able to spit that out the way you're supposed to. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, man. So Semaj, you're currently a student. Where are you a student at?
I attend Madison Preparatory Academy in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay. So we're getting ready to dive in, but before we dive in, one of the reasons I call this the network is that I like for the people who are watching or listening to be able to reach out and touch our guests if they don't mind. So if I was trying to find Tyrone or Semaj out in the World Wide Web, where would I find you? Can I find you on Facebook? Can I find you on Twitter? Can I find you on Instagram? Is there a YouTube channel? What can I do if I'm looking for Tyrone or Semaj?
If you want,
Well,
if you want to find both of us, you could find it on his Instagram. It's at 9 dog. It's like the number 9, INEDAWG, and my personal Instagram is Semaj02.
Okay, and that's SEMAJ02.
yep.
And that's
James.
not at 9 dog. The number 9, INEDAWG. Listen, the young boy is called the slot machine. I'm telling you right now, that this is a father and son duo that you definitely want to keep your eyes on going into the future. Definitely want to keep your eyes on them going into the future. All right. So Tyrone, man, you mentioned that you are from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, original 504, now 225, Baton Rouge through and through, right? So man,
Right.
tell me what was it like growing up in Baton Rouge when it was still 504?
Um, it was it's gotten a little crazier now. Um, back when I was coming up, I mean, I came up in a rough environment. Single mother. My mom was 16, my dad was 17. My grandmother actually, I was raised by my grandmother, my dad's mother. So I've always addressed her as my mom, and so man, we just kind of a poverty situation, a single mother, and it was always rough. It was always a rough environment. One of them situations like you don't know where your next meal is, and it just you know place to place. So it was always a tough um and I'm the oldest of 9. So, I was here first. So I've seen it. I've seen the good and the bad. So I've seen, our family evolve. And so, um, Baton Rouge has always, been one of them places like it's great food, great sports, great people, but it's like any other poverty stricken area, it's tough, you
Yeah.
know.
So man, just listening to you say that when we grow up in areas where it's tough and we didn't necessarily have it easy coming up, but we stay there and
Right.
we put roots there, man. So I think that speaks volumes about who you are and the type of character that you have. And I watched you do community work, right?
Yes.
So, man, talk a little bit about some of the work that you've done in the community. And then, also, man, talk about your involvement with the youth football program, the Baton Rouge Bulldogs. So, man, connect those dots for us.
Right. So, basically, sports is one of those things that really connects all people. You know, I it really if you date back to when everything was segregated. Sports is one of those things that actually you know made the most racist person, kind of deal with, our people due to the fact, the sports or what we can do for, their program and whatnot. And so
Yeah.
when you deal with sports is sports and being a coach is almost like a ministry. It's almost like is a one way that you can grab a group of young men and put them under your umbrella and kind of raise them up and kind of give them opportunity to kind of grow up on you and see something in a different light. So that was one of my main focus because it's like it's very hard to grab a young guy you know without just walking up to a guy on the street and say, hey man, let me tell you about how good God is, or let me tell you how
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
really is. It's kind of hard to really roll up on a brother You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they tease you over witnesses, you know,
Yeah.
about, you know, walking up, knocking on your door. But hey, but if I change the environment, you know, if I put you on the football field, I put you on the basketball court, man, I might can slide a little something in, you know,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
So that's a, you know, that's it's kind of like a ministry that not only helping the community of the kids, is actually helping me. It actually helped me grow and become a better person. You know what I'm saying? A better man. And so that's one of the main things that I uh, really enjoy about being in the community.
So, man, tell me more about the Baton
Okay.
Rouge Bulldogs. Were
Okay.
you
Well,
did Baton Rouge Bulldogs exist prior to Tyrone Pierre, or was this one of your babies?
this one of my babies.
Okay.
I actually coached. I started coaching another organization, and I decided to go a different direction because, like, you know, it's kind of hard to have your vision, you know, um, on you can't take your vision and put on someone else's product or program. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
the Baton Rouge Bulldogs was created 6 years ago, and so prior to that, you know, we had this you know, kind of this academic kind of thing where we wanted to make sure we push academics very hard and you know, Christian manhood, and then
Yeah.
actually put this thing together. So that's how the Bulldogs actually got started.
Okay. So, Samaj, let me transition to you. Did you first get into football playing with the Bulldogs?
No, my first football team was the South Baton Rouge Rams.
Okay. Okay. How old were you when you started playing football?
I was 5. I believe I
5.
was 5.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask this. Let me ask this. So you were 5 when you started playing.
Yes, sir.
How tall are you now, and how much do you weigh?
I'm 5'7", 140.
5'7", 140, and you're going to be you just finished your freshman year, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, if you watch football, most of y'all know that it's not a whole lot of 5'7", 140 pounders out there. So this young fella, I'm telling y'all, go follow. I told you, listen, we're gonna put the account on the screen. I'm telling you right now, man, you need to go and follow and watch the footwork, man. Watch the routes, watch the hands, right? And you, of course, you're gonna hear dad in the background. You know, get upfield. You're gonna hear him. You're gonna hear
Yeah.
dad in the background. But man, so you're 5 years old. You start playing football. Are you the smallest kid out there?
I think I was the smallest kid out there. I'm pretty
So
sure.
why football? Why not you know, and dad, you can jump in too. Why football? Why not soccer? Why
Uh,
not track? Why not basketball? Why football?
when I was younger, I used to hang out with my cousin. His name Brennan. Like he much older than me right now. I think he in college. But like I used to be around him and his friends a lot, and they played for the Rams, but they was much older, so that's like the sport I kind of fell into.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you, man, was it was it love at first sight? First time you stepped out there, you was like, no, yeah, this is what I want to do right here.
Yeah, the first practice was rough, but I felt like I wanted to do it.
Okay.
It was,
So dad, let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. I gotta ask. So 5 years old, are they putting the kindergarten kids in helmets and pads?
Oh yeah.
All
So
right.
out the gate,
Okay.
man, out the gate, man. I'm talking about like first practice. I actually wasn't coaching
Okay.
his first football practice, and he came home, and actually it was crazy when he fell in love with the game. When I saw we wanted to play football, we actually were out of town. Me and my wife was on a trip,
Okay.
and we let him and we let him stay with the Brandon, and Brandon Williams, which is Brennan's dad, and
Okay.
so they went to a football game. So he kind of fell in love with the game, when I wasn't even there, and then he decided that he wanted to play. So
Okay.
we take him out there to play, and man, it was rough. His first encounter, he got the helmet, he strapped up,
Yeah.
shoulder pads, everything, belly hanging on him, and they did a little drill, and man, they smoked him. Like
What's going through your mind watching this? Your boy now.
yeah.
What's going through your mind watching your boy getting smoked out there?
When he got up, his helmet was twisted to the side, grass, freshly cut, shaved grass. I remember like yesterday.
Semaj, you remember this?
Kind of. I kind of
Kinda.
remember.
Okay. Okay.
Grass stuck in the side of his helmet, and man, I looked at him, and man, tears in his eyes, and so they was doing a drill that they actually stopped the kids from doing, like when you lay on your back, you
Uh-huh.
blow the whistle, you jump up.
Jump up and yeah.
Yeah. So the kid who actually like put him on his back. So the coach was like, Coach Duncan, he was like, yeah, nah, man, get him out of there. And I say, hold on, coach. I just want one of them dad moments.
Yeah.
I say, hey, I want to see if this is what he really want to do. So I say, I whispered in his ear, I said, the trick and the key to this, you got to hurry up and get up fast, and you have to attack him. You're getting off the ground too slow. So he laid back down on the ground. Coach blew the whistle. He jumped up fast and he attacked this kid. The kid smoked him again. But what I saw was the will to want to do something. And that's when I began to say, you know what? I'm a support him, because that drill, you gonna actually get in there and take care of business, or you gonna cur out. You're gonna be like, hey.
Yeah.
And for him to get up and attack this kid full speed, knowing that it hurt the first time, you can't get up and go, put pain like that on your body and and not want to kind of tense up. So when I saw that, and he had the tears in his eyes, and I looked him in his face, and I say, hey man, this is what you want to do. He said, yes, sir. So that was the moment that we say, okay, we're gonna play football.
Listen, fatherhood at its finest, right there, man. Fatherhood at its finest. I love to hear that. Did not try to rescue him. All he did was, all right, son, listen, let's make an adjustment. Let's make an adjustment and let's find out what you want to do. Man, that's fatherhood at its finest. So I want to ask you something about your dad in a second. But first, man, I ain't gonna say pay bills, but I do have a sponsor, man. So I gotta make sure that I read my commercial for my sponsor. Listen, this week's episode is brought to you by Precision Mobile Detailing. Precision Mobile Detailing is Houston's go-to mobile detailer. Whether you're at work or at home, they're coming to you. So listen closely. Write this down. Call or text 713-701-7839 to book, and you'll receive 10% off your first detail. Again, that number, write this down, 713-701-7839. You can follow and support them on Facebook and Instagram. It's at precision.htx, Precision Mobile Detailing, providing excellence in service. All right. So, man, back to this fatherhood, man. I think that's an excellent lesson that you just gave us. So, Tyrone, tell us, man. June is Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up. So, what was your relationship like with your father? I know you mentioned that you were kind of raised by his mother, but tell us, what was your relationship like with your father, and then on the back of that, what lessons did you get from your father that you're passing down to Semaj?
Um, my father really, he really wasn't there, like talking about it at first. Young, he was 17, so my dad was kind of like a entertainer, so kind of just all over the place. So like, I'm staying with my grandmother. My mom was young; she couldn't really, you know, really take care of me. We were homeless for a little while, and my grandmother took me in, and so my dad, um, we we really didn't have that, you know, that father dad relationship. But he was there, like, for the Christmas and the birthdays. He show up, he gonna buy me the jackets or have some type of, remote control car or video game or whatever. So he tried to like show up and do those things, but the actually time, like my dad, I didn't get time for my dad. And so I think that's why I'm around my son so much, and that's why when you see him, because I know, like, you can buy a kid all kinds of. You can buy Jordans, you can buy jackets, you can buy cars. If you can afford it, you can buy him a helicopter. But but that time, I always say, I put it in the post one time. Heard my pastor say it one time. That's actually who I took the quote from. He say,
Mm-hmm.
kids spell love T-I-M-E.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. Kids spell love T-I-M-E. And you got to realize you got to spend time, you know, with your loved ones. Got to spend time with your kids, because, like, all the money in the world, man, is like, you can't get that time back. They're gonna grow up, they're gonna move fast, and they're gonna be out moving around on their own. And
Yeah.
so, my dad, our relationship is much better, man. It's crazy, man. Me and my dad are like friends. Like he was the best man in my wedding, So like, our relationship is like, we cool. Like, I mean, I can call my dad. We crack jokes, we tell stories, and the whole thing. So, man, I really love my pops a lot. Like, man, he a cool he a cool guy. So I can't really say he's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat dad. He was a young man. I was born in the '70s, so they moving and shaking in the '70s. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was a time where it's free spirit, love, you out and about. So I can't really fault him. He had me at a young age, and he was kind of like doing his own thing. But like, our relationship now today, um, is the reason why that me and Semaj the way we are. Like, I'm just doing the opposite of what my dad did. So everybody, though they want to give me a lot of credit, they're like, "Oh man, you such a great dad," and I'm just doing what I want, uh, you know, what I would have wanted. So when people say, "Man, kid guys trying to live through their son," um, I'm a track guy. I was fast as lightning. Samaj is a football guy, so I'm not living through him at
Mm-hmm.
all as far as a sports aspect. I'm just trying to be the best dad that I can be, and that just giving a whole lot of time, because time is something that you just can't get back. That we just
That's right. That's right.
if you money you can get it back if you're lucky. But time, just begin this. When we started this podcast, when we at the beginning, when we first got it, we introduced ourselves, and I talked about where I'm from. That's over with. That's in the past. So this right now, this statement in the present, like, we got to live right now. We can't go back and talk about the McKinley part. You know what I'm saying? It's over with.
That's it. That's it. Ain't no more time being made. Samaj. So man, I've again, I follow from afar, right? I'm following through social media. So, man, your dad is a incredibly talented guy, so I see the work that he does with his hands, and I've seen you working with him, right? And I've also seen you running up the embankments, right? So, man, what is it like living, being there with your dad every day? What is it like to be Tyrone Pierre's son?
Uh, it's pretty cool. I definitely don't take it for granted. It's something that uh, a lot of people that don't have, and Uh, I cherish it every day. He uh he pushed me past my limits, but
Hey, look, let me ask
it's
you
a pretty
this.
cool thing to have.
Let me ask you this. You safe? You safe because you on camera. Are there any days where you know, he wake you up, come on, son, let's work. You working, whether it's, working with him, on his job, or you doing football work or speed work or something like that. Are there any days when you looking at him like, man, this dude crazy, man?
Oh,
I'm tired today, man.
it's definitely the days I look at him like he's crazy, but I know his purpose, so it's in the back of my head is it's all right, but it's always it's always times where I know he crazy.
Oh man. So listen, before we get ready to transition, man, Tyrone, tell everybody who's listening, man, your what is your why? What is the number one thing that is driving you and the things that you do? What's your why?
My why is um my why is I I believe that you know an uncoachable kid is an unemployed man. I believe that you know the only time money comes before work is in the dictionary. I believe that parenting parenting means that you give your kids the best that you can give them because when you gone they can actually move forward in this world when you're gone. And when I pass by and I'm riding and they got people on the side of the road, asking for change, asking for money, and my I always say, man, that was somebody baby.
Yeah.
So my why is you know to make sure that my son or my daughter, you know, don't end up short because I'm not gonna forever be here. So my why is like, that little dash that you have. I was born in 1976, and they got a little small dash, and then whenever date, what I'm saying, I leave here. Now the numbers, of the year is way longer than that little dash,
Yeah.
and so that's how much time you know that you have. So my why is you know my children, like I want Samaj to be like an amazing dad. I want my daughter to be an amazing you know mom, and so the thing is to have a wife so she can see an example, have a son that he can see an example. That's the ultimate goal. Like you know a lot of people feel that he's gonna make it to he make it to the next level, and he's sitting right here. And I say, man, the goal is a free education. Like that's our you know the goal. That's my why, and man, I just want him to go to a a place where he can get higher education, become a better human being, a better man, and I just want the world to be better with a person, like him in it. And so,
That's good.
um, that's my why.
That's good. That's good, man. That's good parenting right there. For those of y'all watching or listening, man, his brother dropping a lot of gems, right? Some things may sound cliche, but the only way things become cliche is if they become real. Samaj, let me ask you this, man. So your dad just talked about his why. Tell me about your grades this year, man.
I got all A's a 4.5 GPA.
All A's, 4.5 GPA. This young man just finished his freshman year of high school. Y'all listen to what I'm saying now. He just finished his freshman year of high school. So what I'm doing for y'all is I'm connecting the dots from father to son. I'm showing y'all the work that's in progress here. All right. All A's, 4.5 GPA, just finished his ninth grade year. Semaj, do you have any offers yet for football?
Yes, sir.
Is it offer or offers?
Offers.
Come on, y'all. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm just connecting the dots for y'all. So man, this brother is doing an excellent job of painting a picture of fatherhood. He ain't tell you it's perfect. He ain't do none of that, but he's kind of he's showing us. He's giving us a blueprint. He's giving us a blueprint. He's shooting that arrow like the Bible says. And Samaj, man, I just want to let me congratulate you, man, because that is awesome. All
Thank
A's, 4.5 GPA, and he has offers with the S at the end. All right, we're getting ready to transition. Tyrone, before we transition, let me ask you, man, is there anything that keeps you up at night?
Um, whew, um, there's nothing really keep me up at night. But if I was to kind of be up a little longer than I want to, um, it's just trying to figure out what our next move is as a family. Um, making sure that things are taken care of. I believe you know that our job as fathers, as men, to be providers and protectors. And when we're not doing that, I think that make a man kind of stay up a little longer than he need to try to figure out and worry about what's our next move. Not
Yeah,
necessarily financially, or it can be financially, it can be spiritually, it can be mental. Mental health is real, is real. And just knowing that we're going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying, to make sure the family's safe, the family gonna be secure. That so that's when I'm up when I'm up, it's mostly something about basically you know
the, the,
that type of situation to keep me up.
yeah, the things that husbands and fathers, you know, sit, tend to sit up and think about
Yeah,
sometimes.
because a movie I go to sleep on, the movie a game. I'm a TV will watch me. So
Yeah.
if I'm
Oh
up,
yeah.
it's it's basically I'm just trying to figure out this next move for tomorrow.
That's good stuff. Listen, if you're listening to the audio podcast or if you're watching us on YouTube, I need you to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're listening to us on a podcast, especially Apple Podcasts, man, go ahead and give us that 5-star rating. You can follow the podcast on Facebook, The Network with Michael Prejean. You can actually catch us on Instagram as well. It's the_network_podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I greatly appreciate it. All right, man, we come into the exit ticket, formerly known as the lightning round. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna ask you 5 random questions. Kind of either or, lightning round. First thing that pops up, man, just kind of give it to me. All right. So we're gonna start with these five random questions. Y'all ready?
He going first?
Why you keep?
Are we doing it separate or like
No. So here we go. Check this out. Samaj, you're gonna go first. All right, Samaj, what do you want to be when you grow up?
a training and development specialist?
Okay. Tyrone, when you were younger, what did you want to be when you were growing up?
A firefighter.
Okay. All right. All right. Tyrone, coming back to you. What was your favorite subject in school?
Ooh, golly, man, probably social studies.
Okay. All right. Samaj, what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. All right. Check this out. Dad said he was a track guy. All right. He said he was lightning fast. So
Okay.
what's your favorite leg to run on a relay, Dad?
My favorite leg,
Yeah.
of course, 4. I need the pressure to be on me.
Okay.
I need
Okay. All right. Samaj, what about you?
Third.
Third leg? Okay. All right. All right. Man, what's the best jersey number to wear?
Cool. That's you, Semaj, or me?
Let's go, Semaj. Let's go, Semaj.
14-6.
Now you got to pick one. You got to pick one.
Ooh. Mm.
Golly, man.
This the one. This the jersey number that's gonna be in the Hall of Honor on the Ring of Fame one day. On the Ring of Honor. What number is that gonna be?
14.
14. All right, Dad. What about you?
9, baby. I ain't gonna never go against the 9.
There it is. There it is. All right,
Yeah,
man. Listen, I'm gonna throw some extra questions at y'all. I got some extra questions I'm gonna throw at y'all. All right,
Okay.
Semaj, coming back to you, man. You the slot machine. You the receiver. So would you rather have an extra toe or an extra finger?
Finger.
All right, Dad, I'm coming to you. Would you rather be only able to whisper or only able to shout?
Ooh. Shout.
All right, here we go. Last one, then we're gonna move on to the 4. All right, Dad, we're gonna coming back to you first. If you had your own late night show, who's your first guest?
I'm gonna go.
Okay, go ahead.
If I have my own late night show, are they automatically in it?
Yeah, so it's your show, you the host, and it's your very opening episode. Who's your very first guest? Who you bringing on to the Semaj Pierre show?
I'm gonna start it off with my parents.
Man, that's what's up. All right, Tyrone. Who's your first guest?
Oh. My mom.
Good answer. That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff right there. Appreciate that. All right. Now we're going to the 4. This is the funky 4, right? So share with us the best advice you have received. And it's 4 different areas. So what's the best financial advice you've ever received?
If you can't buy it 2 times, don't buy it.
Ooh, that's good stuff. Who gave you that advice?
I forgot where I got that from.
Man, that's good stuff. Hold on, man. You show how old are you, Semaj?
15.
Man, this boy gonna be 45 on his next birthday. All right. What about you, Tyrone? Best financial advice you've ever received?
Best financial advice I've ever received. Best financial advice I've ever received. Man, I received a lot of advice. The only time money coming for work is in the dictionary.
Okay. All right. So let me pause here, man. So if y'all watching by YouTube, you see this brother got a few little tears in his eyes. Tyrone, you want to take a second, man, and then just kind of talk about your mom for a second, if you want to. I just want to, if you would like to, man, we just take a little bit of time, man, to honor her life.
Single. No, my mom was a single mom, and no, she passed from COVID, and she passed from COVID. So, our relationship had just got pretty solid before she passed, and so she didn't really get a chance to really see the man that I've become.
Man, I appreciate you sharing that. Somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that, man. Somebody need to hear that. All right. Physical. Best physical advice you've ever received about taking care of yourself physically. Either one of y'all can take this one.
Yoga. Yoga.
Okay. All right. All right. Spiritual. Best spiritual advice you've ever received. Either one of y'all.
Best spiritual advice. The best spiritual advice would probably be probably come out of Proverbs, where when they talk about a lazy man would say there's a lion in the street. I'm afraid you can't go to work. And I just when you're a man and you gotta go get it. I'm just one of those, a manly man, and I just don't believe in excuses. So so
Good stuff. All right, last one, man. Last one of the Funky Four. Best mental advice you've ever received. Either one of y'all can take that
the best mental. I I'll say, man, just kind of have get someone that you can really trust and talk to. It's okay to kind of let things out, whether you write it in a journal or just kind of have somebody that you can talk to and not hold stuff bottled up. I know people always say that pressure busts pipes, but I don't believe that. Pipes are designed to hold pressure. Pressure busts weak pipes, leaky pipes.
Ooh, that's good. That's good right there. Say that again.
So, people say that pressure busts pipes, but I don't believe that. I believe that pipes are designed to hold pressure. That's what they do. But pressure busts weak pipes.
Man,
they bust rusted, leaky pipes. So that's why. So my thing is, you got to make sure you stay strong. And you got to release, some of that pressure, by talking to someone, writing it down, and whatnot. So I believe that helps the mental well. This platform that you have, this just the podcast, and people have different outlets, avenues, or how they, some people go on social media and drop quotes or whatever. So I really believe that with everything that's going around in the world, the climate, how everything's going, like, man, you need an outlet to express yourself and whatnot.
That's good. Man, listen, pipes are designed to hold pressure. So look, I just learned something new today, right? Because I always heard it said two different ways: pressure busts pipes, or pressure makes diamonds. But pipes are designed to hold pressure. Pressure busts leaky pipes. So, man, take care of yourself. That's good stuff. All right, number 3. Here we go. 3 recommendeds. 3 recommendeds. 1 book, 1 song, 1 podcast, or it could be 3 books, 3 songs. But give me 3 recommendeds: book, song, podcast, or it could be 2 books, 1 song. What y'all got for us?
All right, I got a book and a podcast.
Okay.
A book, Mama Mentality, is Kobe's book.
Okay.
A podcast, I watch 85 South Show all the time. So
okay.
That's a podcast I'd recommend.
All right. What you got, Dad? 1 song.
I got one song.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had too many songs, so that's why. That's
One
him.
Look,
one
hey,
song.
let me point this out while you thinking, Tyrone. So I'm gonna take y'all all the way back to that first drill when Dad pulled the young bull aside and say, "Listen, you got to get up and attack first." So Semaj just did that. He didn't wait for his daddy to jump in. He jumped right in and was like, "Let me take these two, and I'm gonna give this last one to my dad." Listen, that
Right.
lesson, he's still rolling on that lesson, man. All right, what you
Yep.
got?
That's
One,
true.
give us one
That's true.
song, man. Give us one song.
One song. Um. Uh. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it rolling. Uh. One song. We
Listen, we getting. Let me see if I can help you
we
out.
we fall down, but we get up.
Okay, all right, all right. Little Donnie McClurkin right there. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. We on the two. Two things you planning on getting done in the next 90 days. Two things you're gonna get done in the next 90 days.
Wanna go first? Gaining weight and something else. Mm,
Mhm.
hmm. Gaining weight and getting more explosive. That's another
Okay.
one.
All right. What you got, Dad? Two things.
Two things. Uh. Um. Two things that I can. The question was again. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Two things you plan to get done in the next 90 days. Two things you want to get done in the next 90 days.
Um. Want to complete this project. Want to complete this project that we on. I'm renovating the bathroom, so I want to make sure I get this stuff straight. Before we go out of town. To take him to a camp, and um, I wanna do I wanna take my wife on a trip.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she's gonna be glad to hear that. All right, Dad, this one is for you. This one is for you. We did the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2. Now we're down to the 1. So give us one piece of unsolicited advice that nobody asked for, but you're going to give it to us anyway. We used to call this you didn't ask. One piece of unsolicited advice nobody asked for, but you're going to give it to us anyway. What you got?
Um, if you have any issues with um a family member or a friend, whether you right or wrong, try to rectify it. Try to just try to clean it up. No matter like if you at fault, if they're at fault. Sometimes just people always say be the bigger person, but just uh my advice is man, make it right, whatever. If you got to just you know take the hit, clean it up.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Y'all heard the brother. Man, if y'all got any issues, friends, family, whatever, make it right. Y'all heard the brother. Listen, man, that's a wrap for this episode. Listen, it has been an honor and a pleasure, man, to have y'all with me today. Listen, this is the network. Remember, every episode is designed to help the physical, mental, spiritual, and financial health of Black people living in and traveling through America. We call those the Funky Four Corners of Life. Signing off, I'm Michael Prejean for Tyrone, Nine Dog Pierre, and Semaj, the Slot Machine Pierre. Go follow him. Go
Man,
follow him.
Hit him, man. Give him your Twitter. That's
Give us your Twitter. Where you at?
Twitter _Semaj02.
_Semaj02. Find him on Twitter. Find these brothers on Instagram. Listen, again, I'm Michael Prejean, Tyrone Pierre, Semaj Pierre. Subscribe to the network. You never know. You might need it. Peace. Man, I appreciate y'all.